guys, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview on how to create your medical terms. I didn't want you to be confused. So that's all this little lesson is about. So let's give it a go. One of the first things that you want to pay attention to when you are creating your medical terms is you want to look at the individual elements, which I've listed some of them from your words from week 1. And you want to pay attention to the term, the element, whether it's going to be used as a suffix or a prefix. And just a reminder, prefixes are used at the beginning of words and suffixes are used at the end of words. And so don't forget that the hyphen, which is either in front or at the end of the word, indicates whether it is a suffix or a prefix. So for example, itis, megal, al, ick, ectomy, otomy, ology, and ologist are all suffixes because they have the hyphen in front of them. There's going to be another part of the element that will come in front of those terms. Whereas we have nepher, gaster, cardi, arthur, blepher, hepat, those, and enter, those are all prefixes. They will always come at the beginning of the words. Okay? So I've made some words for you just to give you an idea. And what I did is, based on the words that I put on this page, I just put the words together. Medical terminology is like another language. I think the hardest part for students is memorizing the elements, but aside from that, it's pretty straightforward for the most part. So what I did for you is I put some itis words together, some ectomy words together for you, and some otomy words together, along with some AL and IC words. Please remember that AL and IC, when added to the N, mean pertaining to. So I'm just going to give you the definitions of the words that I have created for you. So I have nephritis, gastritis, carditis, and arthritis. Nephritis, nepher means kidney, itis is inflammation, so we have inflammation of the kidney. Gastritis, gaster means stomach, so we have inflammation of the stomach. Carditis means cardi means heart, and carditis means inflammation of the heart. Arthritis, arthur means joint, we have inflammation of a joint. For the next section, ectomy. Ectomy means to excise or to remove or to cut out. You can see the definition of the word listed in many ways. You just have to get used to the fact that it can be written as to remove, to excise, or to cut out. Ectomy, okay? And a lot of times with ectomy, we are removing all or part of. For example, cerebrectomy. If I asked you to give me the definition, or if you wrote the definition, you cannot say removal of the brain. Because if we move the brain, what happens? We can't think, hello. So you want to make sure that you would put partial removal of the brain to make sure that, to give me a clear understanding that you understand the term. All right, so let's look at what I gave you for your ectomies. I have given you blepharectomy. Blepher means eyelid, and so blepharectomy means removal of part of the eyelid. Gastrectomy, gaster again is stomach, and we have gastrectomy, removal of part or all of the stomach. All of the stomach can be removed. And then hepatectomy, we have hepat means liver, and this means removal of all or part of the liver. So let's look at the otomies that I gave you. I only gave you 2. Again, using gaster. Gaster means stomach, and otomy means to cut into. I mentioned in the other video that students have a hard time differentiating between ectomy and otomy. In class, when we have face-to-face classes, I usually tell the students that if they can remember automy, if they say, "Oh, Tommy cut into a wall," then that can help them because Tommy cut into the wall. Automy, okay? So gastrotomy means to cut into the stomach, and blepharotomy means to cut into the eyelid. And then I've given you some terms as well for pertaining to with alls and icks. And for the alls, I've given you arthral, blepharal, and nephral. And arthral, for joint, so we have pertaining to the joint. Blephar, again, for eyelid. We have blepharal means pertaining to the eyelid, nephar for kidney, and this is pertaining to the kidney. For the ick, again, that means pertaining to. I've given you hepatic, cardiac, and enteric. And hepat means liver. So this is, not inflammation. It means pertaining to the liver. Cardiac is pertaining to the heart, and enteric means pertaining to the intestine. Sometimes students ask me, why are there alls and why are there icks? I can't really answer that question. It's just the way medical terminology is. But as long as you recognize that if you see a word and it has an AL on the end, and you see a word that has an IC on the end, you're looking at a word that means pertaining to. Okay, I hope this helps you for this week's homework assignment. Remember, you're going to create 100 terms based on your elements that are listed in your homework assignment on the Blackboard assignment. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at gsemian, GSEMIEN at has.edu, or please send me a text at 650-740-6708. That's it. Thanks, guys. Bye.